What's up? Oh man, I hit the wrong button there. I was supposed to be taking a picture. Well, it's day 176 because we took some time off. I had a big fight yesterday. Got wrecked. This was a lot of fun. I didn't look as bad as I thought. I watched the replay, but still, dude, I couldn't see out of my helmet hardly. It's a lot different, you know. I trained in that helmet practice-wise, and it's a lot different though when once I was out there fighting it. This is the first time I fought in that helmet. Kind of sucked. The other thing, I had these sleeves. It was so bad. Swinging the sword in front of my face and the sleeves going by. My face got in the way. But anyway, it was a good time. All right. I didn't even bring a shield out here. I just thought about that. We should go get one. Alright. Now we got a shield. Take a couple days off from streaming. I totally forgot what we're doing to bring a shield outside. What's up, everybody? How's it going? You can check out my new latest video if you got the stomach for a bloody face. Oh man, it's on day 176. Picking up after. I think we had like 3 whole days off. Oh, it's backwards, huh? But we're on 510,000. This will be a shorter stream than usual. I gotta get to bed because I gotta work tonight. But I'm up for a little bit. Had to get a live stream in. How's everybody doing today? Oh, man. Yo, Rex. What's up, Rex Caliber? How's it going? Oh, Anchor 2. What's up? How's it going? Oh, man. Alexis, what's up? How's, yo, how's it going? What up, Rex? Liam, what up? Thanks for the share. I got work tonight, so this will be shorter than usual. We're going to try to get an hour in. I mean, we'll see how it goes. But, oh, dude, so if you check up my, I mean, it was all right. It was a good time. Dude, I fought in that helmet. I could barely see out of it. I got rocked in the last, like, you can see here. I had blood pouring out of my helmet when I was laying face down in the, there's actually blood that was running out of the holes of my helmet. It's my latest upload. If you got I didn't bother getting stitches. But yeah, I probably could have used a couple. But, yeah, I mean, everyone wants to watch it. It's my new upload. It's not in. It's technically like it's ineligible for. The only way you can see it is actually going on my profile and clicking and watching a video because this app obviously is too graphic. Man. So yeah, I learned a couple things. Oh yeah, man. So I learned a couple things. One is I wore that really fancy tunic, you know. Or tabard, whatever you want to call it, with the big sleeves. So, for one, you know, I practice in that helmet all the time. That is the first time I fought in that helmet. Moving around while you're fighting, totally. Yo, Pigmentation, what's up today? Moving around in it and fighting was a lot different than when I'm just out here hitting ball. I can tell you what, it's a great helmet, dude. I got hit in the head probably 50 times, and it was great, except for the time that my nose got busted. But the other thing is, so my visibility is already a little bit less because just, you know, it's a helmet with an eye slot, and I wore it because, oh my God, 7 a.m. in the morning on a Sunday, you had to do that. Oh, well, I'm sure your uncle really appreciates you, or better, to do that 7 a.m. on a Sunday. The other thing, too, so I had this tabard on with these big baggy sleeves. I did the drop kick. I missed. The guy was really fast. I missed, and I ended up on the ground, and on my back, at least. So he didn't like mount me on the back. But yeah, I went for it. I did. I missed. It'll be, who knows? It was, the dude was really tough. Out of everybody there, he's probably the hardest, one of the worst opponents anybody could fight. Well, pigmentation means anything, I think that's a good thing to do. It's family, I mean, I appreciate what you did. I think it's an honorable, nice thing to do. I went for the drop kick. I did not get a running start because I did not have the room to move around. I was sort of up against the cage, and I knew I was like down in points. So I kind of like from a jump, I went up and I jumped up like this. But as I was going with getting both feet up in the air, he kind of stepped back, and then I just landed on the ground, and that was it. Yeah, I think that's a good thing that you did. So here's the other thing that sucked, right? So I wanted to be all fancy, so I wore that tabard with these sleeves, and the sleeves are like they're so. Thanks for likes, Nikki. I see the heart me's today. I don't know, man. This is a shorter stream. Thank you for the heart me's. So when I'm swinging around, these stupid ass sleeves were like all on my face. So besides not being able to see so much with the helmet, I had that the sleeves were getting like I was fighting blind like 80% of the time last night. I even went to the wrong corner because I couldn't see which stupid color the chairs were because my oh man, it was a disaster. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't a total disaster, but I got wrecked. So the main thing is that helmet problem. If it wasn't for the helmet, I still would have lost because that dude is huge. Yeah, dude. Yeah, if you want to see my latest upload, total bloody face. Dude, it was a great live. I don't know what they streamed on. If it was on that 24/7 FC 247 or something. It was a good show. It was long. We went. We had 10 fights. Thanks for Go Popular. Yo. Anchor. Yeah, if anyone wants to see the new, wants to see all the blood, it's my latest upload. This app is not gonna push it out. It's too graphic. I already got the warning on it. It's like this. I'm lucky it's not banned. A banned video. I don't know. I'm sure I will be in his highlight reel. I am the highlight reel. But anyway, pretty good. I hear it finished. Yo, Tabitha, what's up, Tabby? Wait, I missed something here. Yeah. Well, I hope you find some Bitcoin social. Oh, what? That much a month? That's kind of crazy. 35, 45 a month? Oh, yeah, I'm totally fine. Like, no concussion or anything. Well, I put my own graphic warning on it. I try to be nice. Because my face is, like, I have blood all over, in my mouth. Yeah, I'm fine. My nose is kind of... I have to leave this on a couple days. Hopefully my skin reattaches. Oh, yeah. Yo, Soda, what's up? Yeah, if you want to watch I will just say, if you want to see how my nose, you got to watch my upload. I just uploaded a half hour ago. But be warned, there's a ton of blood. And, on top of that, like, so I was face down at the end of the round. We went 3 rounds. At the end of the round, I ended up face down. Because here's the thing. So yeah. So in MMA, right? If you take a knee, if you're down, you're allowed to ditch your weapon. So if you take a knee, right, you can drop your stuff, come out, and just start swinging. And this guy is huge. He's like the perfect specimen of a human body, right? And hits so hard. And and he got the one up on me because we're fighting longsword, and I saw him take that knee, and he's already like coming at me, and I was like, ugh. So by the time I like got down and dropped mine, like he was already on me, and I don't even know if I got a couple swings in, but he had me up against the fence, and just like hit it. One of the hardest punches I've taken in my life in this sport, man. And I have the helmet sits probably like this far away from my nose, and it's in a point. I don't know what the hell happened, but he hit me. I kind of went back in the fence. There was enough to make me stagger, So when I hit the ground and he was like punching, it was the end of the round, It was right at the end, and so we popped the helmets off. Everyone's like, oh, oh, and I felt like I was sweating, and I went like this, and my hand was just full of blood. I was like, I was like, okay, I guess that's what happened. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. One of the, and everybody there. Funniest thing, we went out to dinner afterwards. What's up? Tabby, and we like Xander was there, Carly, Heather, anyone out tuned in, you just watch my latest upload if you want to see blood. I had blood leaking out of the holes of my helmet. You don't want to see? Let's show you real quick. Isn't that true? About my first debut fight, that's who I fought. And we're complaining. Yeah, and I don't even know. I'm going to take a look at it. Not today, but... Oh, yeah. So check this out. Like, I have it sitting on the heater so it'll dry. But, look. It's still on there because I didn't clean it off yet. I'm letting the Aventail dry. But this is... It was leaking. Let me flip this around. I cleaned some of it off. Like, it was leaking and dripping out of the holes. Like, I even have it, like, on my leg armor because it was dripping onto me. It's crazy. It was coming out of the holes of my helmet because I was face down at the end, and I guess it was just pouring out of the soda. Yeah, isn't that crazy? If I wore that nasal, it would have been so much worse. See how far this sits out? Like I don't know what the hell hit me. I don't know if it's the inside of because inside here, there's a piece of the helmet about this far in. I don't know if the thing it must have tipped down and hit me. But I got some decent dents in it. But yeah, this thing sits so far in front of my face, and this is so much heavier. Like, dude, I took so many hits that I didn't feel a single one to my head. Yo, thanks about the helmet. Yeah, this thing's got to be like 18 to 20 pounds. Compared to the nasal helmet where this, I'm letting my armor dry. If I would have worn this, I would have got wrecked. This thing's like not good to take hits from a guy like that. Yeah, dude, I think so I come home and I'm letting all this stuff dry out before I hang it up, but here, look. I still got clean. That was dripping out of my helmet onto me. What the world? What's up? Yeah, look. Might as well show it. It's red paint, everybody. Yeah, dude. That was the hardest. That was one of the hardest hits I took in my life. But there you go. That's red paint. My face is leaking red paint. That was a jelly-filled donut. Yeah, I am the highlight clip. I might even, maybe I'll even be the thumbnail. I was so happy at the end. Everyone's like, man, they're like, how are you smiling in such a good mood? It's like, that was awesome. Thank you. It's an old 1800s house. Cool, yeah. That's what we gotta call it. I was leaking Kool-Aid. I must have drank the Kool-Aid to think that's a great time. But it was a great fight. So, like I was saying, the things I learned, and you can watch it. I wear titanium, except that helmet's pretty heavy duty, obviously. Well, I mean, we can't wear titanium helmets. Yeah, I made somebody's clip. I'm in his highlight reel this time. So the things I learned, I think I need to redo the strap. I bet the inside of that helmet hit there is what it had to be. So I have to redo the strap again. Like I was saying, I run around practicing that thing and hit the dummy, but when I'm getting hit with it, it must have just adjusted like itself from being smashed. No, I didn't get stitches. I don't feel like it. I got I got a paycheck from fighting. We went out, hung out afterwards, came home. I had the doctor there, kind of put steri strips on it. Thank you, world. I don't feel like getting stitches for that. Steri strips. I leave these on for a couple days. You know, it's gonna be a scar either way. It's not. To me, it's not worth my time. I'm 46. If I was like 20 and I had like a promising future of like needing to look good, I'd probably get stitches. For me, I mean, whatever. Stick it together with some of these strips. I just lined it up real quick so the skin kind of realigned because it's like chopped off. It's like it's like I don't know, man. But yeah, good times. Yo, world, yeah. Yep. This is a kind of a short one. I'm glad you stopped by for a little bit. Got to see the red paint on my helmet. Thanks. Yeah, dude. It's the best run cage match thing I've ever done. And that's probably like my third like cage match league I fought in. I'll tell you all about it here. So here, just to finish up the blood thing. So it was the last big punch I took. We'd set our swords down. He had already dropped his. I have to take a knee to drop mine. I don't even think it hit. I didn't hit it. I didn't even touch the ground all the way. As long as you touch the ground, you can drop it. I just saw it. He dropped it. And he was coming at me, and I just kind of went like this and dropped it. Like, whatever. You get 15 seconds without a weapon. You can. You can sweep the leg. Yeah, and Tabby, like you can. Or who was saying about the punches? You can punch. You can do all that stuff. Yeah, my cheek's a little bruised. But that helmet's really protective. I mean, he was beating the shit out of he was punching a lot. And I took every punch like fine. Except that last one, obviously. But, I mean, I landed a good kick. Like a kick up to here, you know. I had a couple punches. I actually was trying to disarm him, where you're allowed to grab handles, and I had a grip on his pummel, but before I could take it, I was like, I'm getting this disarm. But before I could get it, he threw me on the ground. No, I lost all 3 rounds. Yeah, dude, he's something. And this is what I was gonna say. So we went to dinner later, right? He headed home actually. Him and a couple other people left that night. So we were at dinner and we were talking about someone was like, did anyone else feel kind of gassed today? Like they couldn't breathe? They were like, yeah, I know. We all kind of felt that way, right? Even me. I was sitting there in the 3rd round and I felt like I was like not catching my breath. Like, yeah, I felt kind of like more than usual. Everyone there were like a whole bunch of us went out to dinner at the end of the like after the event. We were out to like 2 a.m. or something at Denny's. And so someone said, you know what? Everybody was affected. Like, we all felt like it, right? Everybody fought. And they're like, everybody but Abid. He's the only one, like, the air quality didn't matter. That dude, I was sitting in my chair in my corner, and I could just see him pacing, walking back and forth, ready to go. And I was just thinking, man, here we go. Dude, that dude is like the specimen of the finest human form, man. Man. I don't know. It could be Anchor. It was max capacity. I mean, it was a sold out crowd. So I mean, yeah. Make sure this thing's counting. It could be maybe they had a fog machine. You know. I mean, it was a great time. I had a great time. It's good. Show up. This is how the whole thing, it runs so smooth, right? You know what order you're in because I got the list posted. So it started at 7, so we had to be there like 4 hours early. And you sign a contract too. Like you sign, like I'm gonna be there. Like so you sign a contract. I'm there 4 hours early. Thanks for likes. I get there at like 3 o'clock. Hung out till like 4 with everybody. We had the the pre-fight meeting. Like all the fighters, you go in the ring and just go over the rules again. Snow keeps falling off the roof, and I keep hearing it. So you have the fighter meeting. Then you hang out for a little while. Then they had a meet and greet where like the people come in and they can some people get early access, and they had a table for the people that have been doing AMMA that are like actual like the stars, like signing autographs. I signed a lot of autographs last night, which was crazy. I was and then you had let's see. Then they started right at 7. They just tell you when you're up, like. You have all your stuff on, ready to go, when the 2 people before you're fighting. Huh. Maybe something like that then, Anchor. Because, yeah, I mean, we were all complaining. Everybody except the guy that I fought was affected by it. Like, we were even saying, like, even the people that weren't at dinner with us, how, they just didn't look like everybody's getting gassed or something. Like we were all breathing too much CO2. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. I mean, you're ready to go. They call you out. You have your entrance music. You do your little walk up there. You get in. You got your corner. Referee, great. I don't know about what that Volk thing means. So, but yeah, great. It's really organized. Like, it's great, man. They had an intermission in the middle. Out of Carolina Carnage is probably the best run like melee event. This AMMA is by far the best cage fight experience I've had. No clue what Istot means. I don't know who Alexander Volk is either. If you want to explain, I could talk about our buddy Alexander. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, faces bleed a lot. I lost a good bit of blood through there. Oh yeah, M1 was so cool. The M1. Did M1 just not like catch on, or was that just like a special thing for a little bit? Because there's hardly like any clips of it. Oh, best UFC fighter. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch anything. Like I couldn't even name any football players here in my own city. Well, I can tell you what. So here's another thing I learned. I learned a couple things. So I don't know if you remember. I was talking about maybe we'll get back into cage fights after February. Well, now that we're already back into it, now I got to go to the gym. Dude, I have no clue. No clue what you're talking about. F non-con. I don't know. I apologize, but I'm not following. Yeah, M1 was like M1 was just like kind of a thing they do it before like a regular other kind of MMA events, right? Like not like as a side, like I mean it was its own thing, but weren't they kind of like they didn't have, unless I'm wrong, was it like they didn't have an actual like night of just medieval fighting, but they'd have the M1 like in conjunction with other MMA fights or something? I don't know, man. Dude. See ya, F non-can. I'm just gonna ban you. I don't feel like whatever, man. See ya. Don't feel like dealing with it. Just talking nonsense, whatever. Some another person in the trash can. There to go. But yeah, I mean, great time. I can say that. All the fights were great. like, I couldn't say one bad thing about it. Yeah, I did. Jordan, if you want to see how it turned out, if you like, the only thing I'll say is if you want to see how it turned out, you gotta watch my upload. Nikki6, thanks for the roses. I just uploaded like a half hour ago. It's totally restricted because there's a lot of blood. It was a great time. I went for the jump kick. I actually went for a Nikki, thanks for the extra roses. I went for a takedown. I ended up on my face. Okay, I see about M1. Rex, thanks for the share, the repost. So actually there's a part 2 where I went for a takedown. I was getting punched a couple times, and I was kind of backed up, and he kind of stepped back, and I did shoot for I tried to get like a double leg takedown, but that dude's just so big. It turned into one of these, like, I kind of went forward, I went to reach, and he kind of just sprawled out, or whatever you call it, and postured out of it, and I just like ended up on my face, and he was basically sitting on my head, with me face down, and he was just like going to town. I couldn't get out of it because he was sitting on my head. I didn't win at all. I lost all 3 rounds like easily. And I don't think any of them were even close. The second round was closer, but I lost all 3 rounds for sure. Because second round I was trying to I listened to my corner, and I was trying to keep my distance more and swing a little bit more from distance. And I think that's why I had I don't know. Yeah, dude. I fought one of the I'd say one of the best people out there, like to fight. On top of it, and I haven't fought cage matches for over a year, so actually I haven't practiced grappling since back then. But yeah, he wasn't. I think we're about the same height. He probably has about 20 pounds heavier than me. They actually didn't have weight classes. It kind of just matched you up. It was kind of, who do you want to fight? I was like, I'll fight anybody. Here's the thing though, because he fought longsword, so I thought I was gonna have an advantage, but and I'm not trying to complain, but I couldn't frickin' see. If I could see, I still would have lost, but it would have been a lot closer. But there was times where he would just like smash me, and I could only see like from here down. So I just try and just grab him and try and go for a grapple, even though I wasn't gonna get him on the ground. I tried to disarm him. I actually almost had it. I had a hand on his. You can grab handles, and I had a hand on his pummel, and as I was pulling it, he tossed me. It was a good time though. Thanks, Jordan. I mean, shit. Yeah, win some, you lose some. Sometimes you really get. I took a pretty good beating. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he got me with that. It was the last hit. Like I was saying, he dropped his. He was able to drop his sword first, and he was already on me by the time I had to take it. I had to touch the ground to drop my sword, and then it was kind of over after that. The only guy that was not gassed from I'm telling you, something was in the air. I don't know if we all breathed up all the oxygen, but everybody's complaining that they felt it's kind of hard to breathe in there, kind of stuffy. I don't know. Because someone asked me, like, were you kind of, my friend Chris, he's like, were you gassed in that fight? I kind of like lied a little bit. I was like, not really. Y'all know I work out and stuff, right? For this, I mean, I do the parking garage. I was like, I mean, I felt a little bit more normal. He's like, I was like, me too. Everyone was like, me too. Oh, Mario's great. Mario, okay, here's the best. The best crowd reactions were Chris Sanner getting Bibby. Yo, what's up, Oscar? Chris Sanner getting Bibby up against the fence and just pounding him, where you could just see, like, it was like he was punching him through the fence almost. And then when Mario was doing all his stuff, Sorry. All his spinny kicks were probably the top two things of people screaming. When he was fighting, man, everybody was like screaming, like, whoa! It was good. It was a good time. And there's a close up for him. I gotta leave these on for a little bit. If you see any blood squirting out, let me know. It was uncontrollable last night. We went to Denny's, like I was just bleeding all over the place still. No, you want to see it happen? Check out my upload from today. I fought yesterday, man. I got wrecked. I'm I learned some things. Fix my helmet. Don't ever wear a tabard with long ass sleeves, because I'm not joking you. The first couple, I never fought in that thing, and I wanted to look cool because I'm fighting MMA. That's like a $250 tabard I was wearing, and with the big sleeves, and all that stuff. And the first couple swings I took, like I'm not lying. I was sitting there like this, and to start, and I went like that, and I just saw red. My stupid ass sleeves were in the way. So every time I even went like this, like the sleeves just follow. It's such a disaster. And I'm saying, even if I had not worn a tabard, and I had a helmet that I could see a little bit better, I sort of lost, but it would have been a little better. What's up, Sage? Like I'm telling you, I would have lost it, man. See, it's that's why we got this napkin. I'll probably do that for a couple days. There we go. Yo, great time though. Sage, thanks for repost. It kind of depends. If you get lucky enough to here's a couple ways to get lucky. Thanks for likes. You get lucky enough that you join a team that has loner armor that you can use, like while you're getting into it. See, yeah, I'm just hoping in a couple days that this doesn't turn into two black eyes. I mean, I'm wondering if it's gonna happen. Like this could turn into black eyes. Slayer, thanks for likes. So if you're the best way. No, the doctor, they have a physician, and he said I was probably lucky. He's like, you're probably pretty close to getting that broke. So yeah, if anyone wants to see it, it's my upload from like an hour ago. There's a lot of blood. I'm just warning you. It's totally restricted, so that's why you gotta click on it. It's not gonna put it in anybody's feed. But Heather is recording me, my teammate. Everybody from Pittsburgh sent me one. Chris won, Heather won, Devin won. I'm saying Devin's from here. He's fought on our team. Everybody who sent me, at the end, one guy's like, man, he's like, you let us down. Like, you let the city down. I was like, ah. So come back in March. That's the next one. I was like, well, it's like, I'll win for you. I got rocked, man. Anyway, cheapest way, Slayer, if you can get on a team that has armor that you can use. Like out here, we usually have some extra armor to fit somebody, and we've had people go fight, in like loner armor. Yeah. The way he said it too, I think he was like kind of being. It sounded like he's being serious. I was like, come back. The thing is, when you come out of the ring, bleeding all over the place, everybody there was like, dude, I was bloody as shit, and everyone was like so like going for high fives. I was like just going like this because I had blood all over me. I'm just going like, yeah. Oscar. Yeah. Before the Crusades, make sure. Oh man, make sure you don't wear a stupid tabard that blinds you when you swing your sword. That was the worst. That was the worst thing. I thought about later. I should have had my corner. I should have had him wrap tape around my forearms because I couldn't. Every time I swung the sword, I was blinding myself because the stupid sleeves were following me, and like I would swing, and the sleeves would just go like worst thing I ever wore. Oh yeah. So sometimes a team will have armor you can use, right? Like if you want, but when it's time to get armor, probably to get a helmet too, you're gonna have to get. I mean, you're probably have to spend $2,500 for everything new. You could probably squeeze out like it, or you get used armor. Yeah, yep, Rex. I wanted to look cool. I wore this tabard that I thought would be really cool because it looks so. I thought it looked so cool. Worst thing ever, man. Blinded my every swing. I was just like, it is in my way. Yeah, like I'm saying, I don't want to complain like about I would have. I'm telling you, I would have lost either way. That guy's a straight like legal killer. Yeah, I looked good, but yeah, I got padding on the inside and everything. Yeah, I went. Yeah, there's a whole there's a website that sells stuff for like this like like Ren Fair cosplay stuff, and I think that they're I think it's called Dye and Style or something like that. I had a stylish look. I'm saying I would have lost either way, but I wouldn't have been so bad because I couldn't see after the second round. I didn't even see. I couldn't tell where I couldn't see where my corner was because the stupid helmet, man. I could only see from like here. I could only see like from there down. So that punch you got me with in the end, like I didn't even see it coming. Yeah, went for the bling. Oh yo, no way! Heck yeah! Oh, that's awesome. I have I'm about to make a third one actually because I need to make another one now. I'm glad it helped. I mean, it's just me and my daughter were sitting there, and I was like, let's make a video on how to make an armor stand. The thing I had to think about is how to get your greaves to stand up. It kind of sucks in a way. Sometimes I put a block in between the top of your creases because so they don't just like come down like that. It kind of straightens them out a little bit. You can be any weight actually. Nice, heck yeah. We're at 510,000. I had like 3 or 4 days off. I was actually gonna get on here yesterday, but I couldn't live stream because who's in chat? Let me just look before I talk about it. Okay. I called off work last night to fight, so I couldn't live stream it because people from work they were already in here in chat. I had to call off, so I was like, yeah, 135 is okay. So yeah, in chat, I was like, I mean, for a live stream, I was like, I probably can't, because if I'm supposed to be at work, and then they catch me live streaming at 7 p.m. So I would have loved to, but I couldn't. Oh man. So there's the next one, and I should hopefully it'll be in March. I need to get my helmet situation worked out before then. 510,000 hits. We got behind a couple days, but we were ahead by like about 2 weeks, I think. So we're still on pace for doing this in less than a year. Yeah, see, mine. So apparently, because mine, I had my Simon strap on. I had the strap here. They said I need one that goes in front here too, to keep your head snug to the helmet. So I think what happened, I think it just hit me so hard, even though I was like this when he hit me, and the helmet doesn't really move because I'm kind of like locked down with it. I think it still probably moved in enough that the inside of my helmet bashed off my nose. So we gotta redo the straps. All right, we're going to like 12:30 because I got work tonight. I hear church bells, so that must be for church this afternoon. Next match that I have for sure is February in South Carolina. This fight I picked up was totally like out of the blue. I was not expecting to even fight like until February, and then they had an opening, man. Like, I'm not about to miss an MMA fight to have the opportunity to do it. Yeah, I gotta do something like that too, Rex. So I'm gonna start lifting weights because the fight, like I was saying before, for duels, I haven't lifted weights in a year. I gotta back into it though for the cage matches. I mean, it's only gonna help me there because now I'm actually having to like wrestle people again. Actually, so in my upload from today, so he had me like pinned down. That's the other thing with those stupid ass sleeves is that if they sit on it, you get stuck. And I couldn't get away, and he's sitting down there like pummel striking me, and the only thing I couldn't get away. So the only thing I could do was I was trying to hit him in the head. I was trying to do like the scorpion. I almost got him the first time. It was just a funny thing to do. I mean, it wouldn't do anything, but I was trying to be active because they're like, some of the rules are you have to be active. If you're not defending yourself, you're not doing anything, they can actually like, disqualify you. Because the referee even told me, he was like, the second time I was on the ground when he's sitting on my head, he was sitting on my head, and the ref was like, when he stands up, he's like, you gotta do more when you're on the ground. I was like, all right. I'll try something next time. Buckles on the same side of the helmet? Wait, what? I don't know. How was it set up wrong? Yo, Nunchuck, what's up? Oh, thanks for the Harvey. Good to see you again. Yeah, Ricky. Yep. Yeah, great ref, man. Highlights. For the whole night. So out of all four of us that were here from like Pittsburgh, three of us won. I was the one that didn't win. So that was a good highlight. A couple of my friends from high school came out and were there. We got a couple new people talking in the chat, for wanting to join the team or get into it somehow, like that live here. So that's another highlight. Probably Mario and all his spinning kick stuff was great to see in person. Ethan and Mickey, the first match was crazy, man. It was a great opening for the fight. I don't know. My highlight was I went for the jump kick. I went for the drop kick. I told everybody I would. I did. I missed, but I just did it. I was like, I gotta do something. I was so behind. Well. So I was showing everybody I was bleeding through my helmet in the third round. I took it, man. I took every hit, and I didn't do as bad as I thought looking at the replay. But I'm just saying I had a horrible vision problem. I still would have lost, but at least I would have gotten destroyed. He does. If I can, I don't know what he goes by. I'm gonna screenshot this. I will try and send it to you. I'll find it tonight. At 12:30, I'm getting off here. I gotta go to bed because I have to be at work at 6:30. I will send you a message when I can find it. Yeah, you wanted to. Yeah, but we can't do submissions. That's the thing. You can, because if you can imagine, you might. When you're stuck face down, or even that helmet I have only has an eye slot. Come with me again. Come with me again. Yeah, the dude is crazy, man. The kicks and stuff, and I even got a signed poster, everybody, which is great. I'll show you that too while we're in here. It's right here. So I got a signed picture. Signed by everybody, man. It's great. And yeah, so that was pretty cool. So that's the poster. So check this out though. This is what I was saying earlier. Yeah. So this is what I get to look out of. And if anybody, this is the red paint that I didn't clean off. This is leaking out through the holes. red paint was coming out of my helmet. But this is what I get to see. So from here up, like nothing. And I can kind of see through these holes. You can see more than you can think through these holes. But that's basically what I get to look out. So if this, like, imagine it being on somebody and you're like a referee. Like, you can't tell if someone's like completely knocked out inside of there. So that's why they can't do submissions. Because for one, you could be like pinned, not be able to tap in armor. You know, so it's hard to judge if someone is like really got messed up. You know what I mean? So that's why they don't do submissions or things like that. Because with armor, it just makes they just say it's too dangerous. And then you can't choke, you know, because we're using swords. You know, you can't. You gotta watch you don't get like something up under the helmet. You could really probably choke somebody out in a bad way that way. Definitely need more sight. I like that helmet. I need to redo the chin strap. Is what I need to do. The guy I was cornering won. That was good. My friend Devin won his match. It was a good time. Best cage match series league I've ever been in. I think that's like my third one. It is. It's like if you count BI. BI isn't cages, but it's pro fights. AMA is better than BI. You can do here. I'll go over the rules, right? All right. So, all right, you can. All right, so you can't hit vertical. You can't hit horizontal at the neck. You can't aim at the groin. You can't hit at the armpits. Whether it's like with shields, punching, swords up in the armpit, which they just kind of added that rule. You can't aim at the feet. You can't come vertical at the spine in the back, right? You can, yo, Seamstress, what's up? Thanks for the roses. Yeah, anybody new? You want to see what happened to me? Watch my upload from today. It's so bloody that TikTok has me restricted from uploading my video today. You can punch you can punch with this. You can't go like this. That counts as a disarm. So you have to keep the sword in this sword stays in your hand. If you want to drop your sword, you can touch the ground. 3 points of contact means you're down. As long as you take a knee, touch the ground, something, you can drop your sword. You can drop your shield too, or whatever. And if you can drop your shield, and then you can swing. You get 15 seconds. That starts the ground timer. Once someone hits the ground, even if you do it on purpose, say you're getting like grappled, you know, and you're almost on the ground, you can actually just take a knee real quick, so you can drop your sword, and then you can actually use a free hand, which is kind of a cool rule. Headbutts only count while you're standing. You know, elbows, head, torso, 2 points. Everything else on the body, 1 point, except hands are worth 0 points. Is, you know, if you hit them. When you're fighting on the ground, headbutts don't count for anything. You need to stay active. If you're not physically doing anything after 4 seconds, they're gonna stage you up. You only get like 15 seconds on the ground anyway. Same with clinches. If nobody's doing anything after 4 seconds, they're gonna separate you. If you're constantly like avoiding, they'll stop it, and then they'll start you out together in a clinch. You can grab your blade in this too. You can grab your blade, but you have to be on like a 45-degree angle. You can't, so you don't get it up under the helmet. So you can grab your blade as long as you're like on an angle, which is cool. I like that. Thanks about the Christmas jacket. Yeah, I'll be wearing this probably a couple times till the actual day. It's really sparkly, although you might not be able to see it with this lighting. So yeah, I mean, it was a great time. You know, you got. I won't tell you how much, but I got paid for it. It was so smooth. Everything ran so good. You get your entrance music. You walk down. It was crazy, man. That's probably one of the best crowds. I used to think the Arnold was the best. This is great because you walk down. I don't know if anyone here ever watched Top Dog. I think taller is always harder. I think heavier, taller, or shorter. I think to me, someone who's in shape but heavier is harder in general. But I think if you're just going height, I think taller is harder because they usually can get up. They can usually. I just if they're skilled, I think taller you just have better leverage. I mean you also I mean people up they're already like above you. If it's a good bit taller, I think they got an advantage. And I think a bead last night proved that a modern knight could beat a historical knight. Dude, that dude destroyed me. Yeah, 6 foot one. That's exactly me, bro. You would probably fit exactly in my armor. I'm 6 foot. I'm 190. Like exact. We're the exact same. Right. Seamstress. Yeah, like short, like everyone, we were watching it, when I was live streaming, that Castle Torment. There's a round where the shortest guy and the tallest guy were the last two people standing, and the shorter guy is just really just a stockier build, it shorter and lighter compared to shorter and heavier. Heavier is gonna be harder to deal with. I mean, I think it's wouldn't just be my opinion on that. So yeah, I gotta start lifting weights again because now we're getting back into cage matches. Like I said, I don't lift weights at all for duels, but now we're actually gonna be wrestling people again. I guess I gotta start getting some strength. I don't think I'm really weak, but at the same time, I don't have any added strength. I'm just totally normal right now. All right, we got till 12:30. I'm getting off at 12:30 just so I can get to bed. I gotta work tonight. Oh man, make sure it's not leaking. Oh man, I'll put a Band-Aid over it when I get there. I just don't want this to turn 2 black eyes. I have a date Tuesday. I want to go on a date with 2 black eyes. Anyway, she knows. I sent her the picture. As she wanted to see the bloody picture, I sent her the bloody picture. So yeah, so here's the thing. The last night wasn't for the MMA stuff. There are weight classes. Duels though, there's no weight classes. Just so you know, 5'10" is not a bad height in this sport. When you start getting under 5'10", you're gonna be at more disadvantage. But for duels, 5'10" is still good. And 135, if you're just doing weapon strike duels, you shouldn't have to worry about anything. If you're doing the MMA stuff, they should have a weight class. Like you should be in an equal weight class with somebody. Yeah. Yeah, we're going out Tuesday. Here, finally. I think we're gonna make the plans on where to go. Oh yeah, no, I fought yesterday. Bill, yo. It's actually it's probably about 38 degrees. The snow's actually melting right now. Every once in a while, I hear snow sliding off these roofs. Band, what's up, Band? Yeah, I fought yesterday. I had a lot of red paint leaking out of my face all over everything. It's the last big punch of the night. We were fighting 3 rounds of longsword. You're allowed to drop your weapon voluntarily, and the guy definitely got the jump on me. Although I was losing already, Band. It hasn't snowed there yet? That's kind of crazy, isn't it? I think you guys usually get snow, right? By the time I realized he had taken a knee and set his weapon down, I didn't even get my knee all the way down. I just dropped it because he's already running at me with both fists. And as soon as I dropped my weapon, this is what I remember. It could be different, but as soon as I even dropped my weapon, he's already punching me. And that's how I don't know. Yeah, dude, he was good. He was probably the most Dude, that's the hardest guy I ever fought in a cage. We went fists in the last like 15 seconds of the third round, and he hit me so hard that dude, it threw my helmet, man. I had a big heavy helmet on, busted my nose. Yeah, that's the thing, cause I can't just drop. If he puts his down, I can't just drop it. I have to do the same thing. Like, so there's one where they both they have a pretty popular video, the AMA video, where they both took a knee at the same time, and then they come up and square off. Like this guy, while we're like they're like 30 seconds left, or like we're doing a couple things, and then he just goes like this, and he's like running at me, and I was like shit. I didn't even touch the ground all the way. I didn't even put my knee down. I just threw my sword down. Yo, soda pop. Cheers, yo. Yeah. Like I wore a big heavy helmet just because I knew the guy hits hard. I was getting text messages all week of people being like good luck with that one, LOL, and or like someone was like, oh, I'm glad I'm not you this weekend. Yeah, I'm getting text messages from people who weren't going to be at this event, but were, found out who I was fighting. Everybody, it's no... it's no... it was not expected I would have beat that guy. I was even talking to my friends before it, Thorfinn, I don't know. Nobody today, at least. Nobody today. Yeah, right, Ricky. Oh, dude. So, you know what? I actually couldn't even barely hear the crowd. In that helmet, I can barely hear anything. I have a helmet, though, with a lot less padding, where I can hear it sounds like a bell. I think he's lost. He's on a roll though right now. The dude, and I'm not kidding you, he was wearing like a Spider-Man outfit, like a tight, like just underneath everything, like a Spider-Man, and you can see like every muscle, man. He's like a personal trainer. I think he teaches some kind of weapon training, like too. Oh, that's a good truth about nobody having enemies. Well, thank you, Drew. We got a minute. I'm gonna at 12:30. We're putting the sword down. I need to go to bed. So let's get some hits. I will be on tomorrow though, probably about the same time. No, actually a little bit later today. I will be on tomorrow though. Yeah, right, dude. He had my number, man. He probably beat most people there. There's a couple people so this guy's like up here. He's not like up here, but he's like up here and he's getting higher. I'm a notch in his belt. The guy really good. I don't know. I think Mario would have definitely stood a chance, but I think if you're gonna, so I've seen this guy that I fought do so much crazy stuff. Mario does create really cool stuff too. However, I think that this guy is really he's really quick. As in, when I went for that drop kick, he sidestepped it. When I even when he's just trying to fake, like, coming in and stuff, the guy's really fast. And he made me miss a lot, too, which I almost never do. And I'd swing, and he was just like, he moves so quick. I wouldn't put him up in the top yet, but I'd say give him another year, and this dude will be, like, he could easily beat... You put him in, like, the top people in a match, like, 10 times, and, maybe not right now, but give him a year. I bet you he's top, one of the top fighters. Only because he's newer. And I've seen him fight in person, and watching him and his gas tank and how hard he hits, I think the guy's going to be like, in that weight class. Uh, like I even went for a takedown, like, and he reacted so fast, like I just went up on my face. I went for a double leg takedown, and he ended up sitting on my head with me face down in the mat. And Ricky was telling me, the ref at the end, he's like, hey, he's like, you got to work a little more from the bottom. I was like, all right, I'll try. I couldn't do anything. I was pinned, face down. He's sitting on my head. So I was just taking my feet and tapping my toes off the mat, left, right, for something to do until the time was over. What? I had no. A guy in armor weighing like 290 or 190 pounds with armor on is sitting on your head. You're inside a 20-pound helmet. What am I gonna do? Largest guy I've gone against like one-on-one was probably weighed like 260, and he wrecked me too. I did throw that guy though once. But the other thing too, when I fought him, I had a helmet where I could see. If I could have just seen, I'm telling you, I sort of lost, but I would have done a lot better. And I had a stupid tabard with the big sleeves. Like, I'm not lying to you, I couldn't even find my corner. I went to the wrong corner because I could not see. And then he's telling me, you're on the other side, the other corner. And my helmet was on, but I could just see like from here down. It was so stupid. Hey, we got 1266 hits, which isn't bad. Let's write this down. We'll hang out for a minute. Yo, what's up, Andy? This is a quick one, because I need to make sure I'm not bleeding from my nose anymore, and then I have to get to work, so I need to get like 6 hours of sleep if I can. Let me write this down. Plus 1266. Andy, what's up? Pixie, if you're there, what's up? Man, these markers are horrible. I need to get a new set of markers. All right, 1266. Yeah, I mean, I tried to be entertaining, man. So I went for that drop kick. I was like, at least I'll get the crowd going a little bit. We're gonna be on tomorrow too, but let's see, tomorrow. I bet you I sleep till like 4 or something. Yeah, heck yeah, Bill. I was thinking not even getting on. I'm glad I did, because I wanted to say hi to everybody. It's not y'all are even the reason I even got on today. I was gonna go to bed. I had something I had to do this morning. I was like, even if it's a short live, we're gonna go inside. Ooh, someone revving that Ford Taurus over there. I gotta make sure. That's the other thing. I'm trying not to, for a day or two. I'm trying to jump around. I gotta let this. It won't stop bleeding. It's bleeding from last night. We went to Denny's, man. I drove to Denny's. Like I got there, I just had it was like all over my face again. Oh man. Bob's froze. This water, and you hear the ice. All right, here. Well, we'll go inside before I get off here. I want to catch up on chat. Oh, wait. Go back. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. I hope it worked. Nice. I see what you're saying, Pixie, about that. Yeah, I had, I don't know what prices are for wood these days, but it's cheaper to make, and it looks better. You want to see I don't have my arm on it because I'm letting it dry. I'll show you real quick. Yeah, good call about the Vaseline. Actually, you know what we got just for that? Speaking of that, is check this out. Band. This this is from work. Like when you used to put lube from work. I have a thing. That's what it is. Just in my pocket from work. I don't have it here to do any kind of weird stuff. Let me plug this in. Hang on. So here's that armor stand. Every time I bend over, my nose is throbbing. And I don't know if I got boogers, but I can't pick my nose because it hurts. Oh, yeah. So if you want to see, I'm just giving you a warning. If you want to see what happened to my nose, you got to watch my upload. If I had a cage match yesterday, and the last punch I took, we went like fists in the last 15 seconds of the third round. I got rocked, man. Like, I was showing everybody, I had well, no, a physician was there. He said it's not broke. He said he said it's lucky it wasn't. See, I was leaking red paint through my helmet. It was coming out of the holes and running down. I didn't clean it all the way off yet. I left it on there just because it's kind of cool. But yeah, all over the place, man. Got splattered. But here's that armor stand. See, I only got those on it right now because of I'm trying to let this all dry before I hang it up. But yeah, that's what it looks like at the end. Yeah. It is a scratch. You're right, just a little one, but faces bleed a lot. Yeah, it's a great helmet, dude. I took so many hits in this last night, and I could have laid there and getting pounded in the head, like the whole time. Like it was so comfortable, except that time. I don't want to pop this right now, but inside here, so about this far back, because this comes down, and see this sits so far away from my nose, but right even with this. On the inside of here, about this far in, is the outline of the helmet, right? See how this curves down? It just goes down like this. So I think it just got shifted and hit my stupid nose. I mean, it was a great time, Double D. Nunchuck, thanks. Yeah, I mean, it was a great time, I tell you what. Best cage fighting league I've fought in. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like that is kind of what it's like, Bill. I know. I lost all 3 rounds. This is a great time though. And I gotta make sure that's for work. We'll have to redo that. But I gotta go to bed, or I'm gonna miss my job later. That's what everybody. I'm gonna get to work. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, what happened to you now?" Yeah. Oh, you got rained out. Shoot. It was a good time. Win or lose, you know. Not everybody. There's 20 people there. Only 10 of them are gonna win. We're all kind of laughing. Me sitting there at Denny's with my nose bleeding, and they're like, "Dude, the only guy who was not gassed was the guy you were fighting." I was like, "I know." You too. Yeah, I got paid. I'm not gonna tell anybody how much, but it's a good amount for a busted nose, man, and losing. Yeah, so well, I will tomorrow. Just if anyone wants to watch the video, I uploaded today. It's banned. TikTok won't promote it. If anyone wants to see a lot of blood, that's what happened to me last night. But I have a cool little clip thing to put together. My upload tomorrow ought to be some of the pre-fight. I was trying to get a video of walking around at people, what they do to get ready. You know, like listen to music and stuff. Might be cool to check out. All right, we'll be on tomorrow. Featherfall, if you're there. Oh, at the last moment. I got to go to bed. I got work. Yeah, dude, like I got no concussion. They had a doctor there that kind of put some strips on it to hold my nose together. At least to go out to Denny's to eat. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Well, I appreciate you, Feather. Thanks for coming by. And Pixie, I saw you, and Oscar. Sir Burley, if I don't go to bed, I'm not going to wake up for work. We'll be on tomorrow as soon as I wake up. I'm going to work. I'm coming home, going to bed. And then I'll get on when I get up. I don't know when. Yo, Sir Burley. That was my cage fight experience last night. Great time. I'll have to tell you all about it again more in detail later. This is a short stream today. All right. See y'all tomorrow, perhaps. Have a good day, rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I know, bad timing. But if I don't get to bed now, I won't wake up. So we'll catch y'all later.